I'm going to tell you all today about a simple phrase that has led me to greater success at 20 years old than I ever could have imagined 2 or 3 years ago when I was many of your all's age. And that phrase is this: the flower does not dream of the bee. The flower blossoms, and the bee comes to it. Today, I'd like for you all to think of yourselves as a flower, and I'd like for you to think of your goals and your dreams and your desires as bees. So how many of you all, by raise of hand, have goals in your life, have dreams, something you aspire to, something you desire? Maybe it's a dream job, maybe it's meeting one of your idols, maybe it's meeting the man or the woman or whoever you're into of your dreams. Maybe it's just finding friends that you feel close and connected with. Now, what if I told you that one of the keys to achieving those dreams and those goals is something that I know you've all been told 1,000 times before? Everyone tells you, be yourself. Everyone says it. Just be you. Just be authentic. Just be yourself. But no one ever tells you why or how to be yourself. Well, like a flower has to blossom to attract bees to it, you can be unapologetically yourself and attract your goals and your dreams into your life. See, the flower doesn't dream of the bee. The flower doesn't chase after the bee. It just becomes its best, most beautiful version of itself. And the bees see that and they recognize it and they come to it. And you can become unapologetically your most authentic self and do what you want to do with your life and attract your goals and your dreams into your life. Now, the reason I know this is because this has happened in my life time and time and time again. And I'm going to tell you about some of those times, and I'm going to tell you how you can do this for yourself so you can attract whatever you want into your life. So 2 years ago, I had a dream. I had a dream of doing a TED Talk, and this is true. I'd seen that TEDx was in Louisville, and I thought, wow, that looks really cool. I want to do that one day. About 2 months ago, Marjorie, wonderful Marjorie, reached out to me and asked me to do this very talk. My bee had come to me. Hello. Also, 2 years ago, I had another dream. I wanted to shoot a video for Louisville tourism. I'm a videographer and photographer, and it was always one of my dreams to create a commercial for Louisville tourism for this city. About a year later, I made a video with Josie, the dancer that you all saw earlier. We made a beautiful video. Someone from Louisville Tourism saw that video, reached out to me, and asked me to create a commercial for them. My bee, once again, had come to me. Also, 2 years ago, I had another dream. There was a man in this city that I learned about who had built amazing things in this city. This man was one of my idols. I really wanted to meet him, learn from him, and talk to him. About 2 months ago, I received a text message on my phone from that man asking me to meet him. My bee had come to me once again. Also, about 2 years ago, I had another dream of meeting people that I felt close and connected with, people who were similar to me. I'd always been a bit of a loner in school. I never really quite fit in with any of the existing friend groups. And so it was always a goal of mine to find my tribe, to find people that I really got along with. And over the past 6 months, I've met countless people, some of them are sitting right here today, who I feel close with, who are similar to me, who are like me. And I spend every day today surrounded by people who are like me, who are similar to me, who I love, and who love me. My bee, once again, had come to me. And most recently, after 2 years of being interested in advertising and storytelling and video creation, just 2 days ago, this is true, this past Thursday, I was offered a full-time job doing all of those things at one of the city's largest local advertising agencies. My bee, once again, had come to me. Now, the obvious question here is, what in the hell happened 2 years ago? How did I go from dreaming of these bees to suddenly these bees were coming to me? And to answer that question, I'd like to go back to blossoming. You see, if a flower wants to attract bees to it, it has to blossom. And if you want to attract your goals and your dreams and your desires into your life, you have to be unapologetically who you are at your core. You have to forget what the world told you should be. You have to forget what your parents told you should be. Don't tell your parents I said that. Actually, tell them I said that. Please tell them I said that. You have to forget who your friends told you can and can't be, and you have to listen to your heart. Because blossoming is not an external thing. You can't tell a flower what color it gets to be or what shape its petals get to be, just like the world doesn't get to tell you what your goals can be and who you can be and what you can do with your life. So 2 years ago, I had these goals, right? I wanted to do a TED Talk. I wanted to shoot a Louisville tourism commercial. I wanted a job in an ad agency. I wanted to make friends. And this was around the time that I heard this quote for the first time. And so instead of chasing after those goals that I had, instead of just dreaming about them at night, I decided to trust that those things would come to me if I blossomed and if I became who I was authentically and did what I wanted to do with my life. And so 2 years ago, I kind of took a step back from school, from my existing friends, and I spent a lot of time alone. It was kind of a 180. I spent a lot of time alone, and I spent a lot of time thinking and reflecting on who I was, on who I wanted to be, on what I wanted to do with my life. I started writing down business ideas, thoughts that I had about the world, things I wanted to do with my life. I started sharing my photography and my videography more on social media. I started making videos about the thoughts and the ideas that I was having and posting those on social media. And at first, it was weird. No one else was really doing it. No one else understood what I was doing. It was kind of weird. But I persisted because it was who I was. It was what I wanted to do with my life. And I wasn't going to hide that to try to fit in with people at school that I didn't really even like that much. So I was doing these things. And slowly but surely, it started working. The first 6 months were kind of rough. It was kind of lonely, but slowly it started working. I met one of my first real, genuine friends. He's a fashion designer, and we started doing photo shoots together. We met because of the photography that I was posting on my social media. He reached out to me. We started building community around these photo shoots that we were doing. Isabella right here, I met her at one of those photo shoots. And so we started doing these photo shoots. Around that same time, I met Josie. And I met Josie because of those weird videos that I was posting on my social media. Josie and I made a dance video together. Then Louisville Tourism saw that, reached out to me. During those photo shoots that we were doing with the fashion designer, I met my two current best friends and business partners. We created a video and photo production company together. We shot Derby, we shot fashion shows, we shot Jack Harlow. We're shooting our very first music festival in 2 weeks. Around that same time, we started hosting events. We built an organization that hosts events for artists and creative people and builds community for a community of people that has trouble finding community, artists and creative people. And because of that organization, some of my idols, some of the people that I used to want to meet, have reached out to me wanting to meet me. Because of those weird videos that I used to make, I met Josie, I met Marjorie, and I'm here giving this TED Talk because I stepped out of line and did something a little bit weird, a little bit out of pocket. Because of the production company that we made, that we had no business making at 18 and 19 years old, but we didn't know what else to do, so we did it. Because of that, I've been offered my dream job, doing something that I love. The moment that I stopped dreaming of the bees came to me. The crazy thing is that of all those dreams that came true for me, they can all be traced back to that one moment that I decided to be who I wanted to be, that I was going to be myself, that I was going to do what I wanted to do, no matter what everyone else told me or what I thought I should do or what I thought would be cool for my friends. And at first, it was weird. Those first 6 months were rough. But looking back 2 years from now, all of my dreams have come true because of that one decision. You just have to push past that first little while. But it's not easy, obviously. It's hard to take a step back at this time in your life and really think about who you want to be, on who you are, on what you want to do with your life, and to actually do it. It's very difficult. And it might be weird, and you might lose some friends because of it, and that's a risk. That's risky. But I think it's a risk that you all should be willing to take. Because if you live the rest of your life trying to fit in, trying to be someone that you're not, trying to live a life that wasn't made for you, you might never ever reach those goals and those dreams that you actually have, that you keep hidden away, because those bees will never see your blossom. And you might live the rest of your life cooped up inside your small little flower bud. If you don't take that risk, the world might never ever know what a beautiful flower your life could have been. So please stop dreaming of bees and go blossom into whoever you want to be. Thank you.